Bring down all the lights, let me hold you close. I'm full of loose ends, will you be my rose? Waited my whole life, and now I know. My love won't budge. My love won't fade after the preview. We only get one life. I won't live mine without you. Calm or stormy, I'll stay solid when you're distant. I'll keep falling. My love will fall through. I thought I was done, but you never are. There's always a chant and a beating heart. I'll give you my best, I think that's a start. My love won't budge. My love won't fade after the preview. We only get one life. I won't live mine without you. Calm or stormy, I'll stay solid when you're distant. I'll keep falling. My love will fall through.
Let's sneak down at the lonely lake. Before summer has gone away. Swim out under a broken sky. Cold sun, colored with shades of white. Wave goodbye to last summer. Cold air coming away soon. Tell me something about yourself. You've never told to no one else. Say goodbye to lonely nights last summer. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to lonely nights last summer.
Wind blows west and